Boy meets girl. The boy instantaneously falls in love with the girl. Are they destined to be together forever? In 1970, at a polo match, Charles and Camilla met for the first time and started dating. Charles fell in love, but the royal family was not impressed by Camilla. Camilla did not possess a title. Camilla was from upper-class background. Her wealthy, well-connected relations included a grandfather who was a baron. The royal family wanted the prince to wed someone with the highest aristocratic pedigree. Also, Camilla was dating a lot, and the royal family wanted for Charles someone modest with less experience in sexual affairs. Influenced by the royal family, Charles and Camilla broke off their relationship when Charles got his new Navy post right before Christmas of 1972. Camilla married Andrew Parker Bowles in 1973, and in 1981, Charles married Princess Diana. I think Camilla was passionately in love with Andrew. Charles was never really in love with Diana. He liked her very much, but it is different than being in love, and that was a problem. For a relationship to be successful, the man has to be crazy in love with his woman, otherwise it will never work. Soon after his marriage to Diana, Charles began to call Camilla. He enjoyed the comfort those conversations provided. One small transgression led to another, a bigger one. Soon, Charles and Camilla resumed physical relationship as well. Charles's marriage was in trouble. Camilla's marriage was a disaster. Andrew was interested more in a relationship with other women. Diana was crazy in love with Charles. Charles was a power player, a star maker. Nobody heard of Diana until she became his fiancée. Nobody was interested in Camilla until she became his girlfriend. Both ladies had their social status and financial situation upgraded by association with Charles. The ultimate reward was to become a Queen of England. Was Camilla deeply in love with Charles? We know they were best friends, they had similar interests, they enjoyed each other's company. Charles loved Camilla passionately. Did Charles cheat on Camilla? I think he did, but because he did not fall in love with those other women, the relationships never lasted. Charles was always back with Camilla, his true love. Let me ask you something. Let's say you go out with somebody, maybe it's your first date, maybe it's just a friend of yours, and if somebody makes an assumption that you are in a relationship with this person, would you be happy to hear that? Would that be a compliment in a way, or would you be ashamed when somebody thinks you're in a relationship with somebody? For example, when you post, pictures on your Facebook, do you like not post pictures of you with your boyfriend or your husband because you ashamed of them, you don't want to be associated with them? Or is it a pride to you because your partner is desirable and you know they're desirable and everybody want them, right? So which is it? So when we talk about Camilla, Diana, and Prince Charles, all when they were younger, we're talking about that love triangle back in the day, all three people were very desirable. So for any ladies at that time to be seen with Prince Charles
to be on a date with him, even if you are not dating, but if somebody mistook and thought you were dating, that would be a greatest compliment, and you would be flattered that somebody thought, oh my God, they think I'm dating this guy, right? The same with beautiful Princess Diana. How desirable was she? Um, any man, I think, would be happy to have her as a date at any event and be proud if somebody thought maybe they're dating, right? And Camilla too, back in the day when the strangle was happening, a very good looking lady too. So because we can compare Charles, because you might think, well, Charles is a future king, he has status, he has money, of course he's desirable, of course any lady would want to have him um, on a date with her. But think about another king, Henry VII, right? Uh, in his older days, right? No lady was thinking Henry VII when he was older was a great catch. Nobody, because the court was full of good-looking noblemen, rich, good-looking. Why would they want this king? Yes, he's powerful, but he was not a great catch, right? So it's not about power, money. I mean, to a point, at some point, it's just not as important. You can be a rich nobleman with status and power, and or if you're old king and crazy and killing your wives, you're not gonna be a desirable man or catch, right? So, okay, so here let's go back to our love triangle. So Camilla wants Prince Charles. She wants that status. She wants to become a Queen of England. And she knows Charles loves her. Charles loves Camilla. He would like to marry her, but he was told by his family she's not a good catch for him because her family is frankly not the, you know, well, high, that high so in society. uh, Camilla's has no title. Her family, but she's coming from a rich family. So Camilla was from the get-go a very lucky lady. She was born to a rich family with access to the royal family, very well connected, right? But not as lucky. She was born not as lucky as Diana, who was a daughter of Earl, so very high position in society, right? So she did not have to fight as hard or try to be liked as much as Camilla had to do to maintain her friendships and useful relationships and to achieve more in life. All right, so both ladies were pretty lucky, and it helps if you want to achieve anything in life. Yes, I agree. You have to be lucky. Luck is, some people is just unfortunately don't have it. So, all right. So both ladies got it. And it's strange because in this situation, the luckiest girl, Diana, better looking maybe, more interesting maybe, did not do as well in the long run. In the short run, amazing. She married a prince, had sons, was loved by public, was a celebrity, but um, did not have her marriage did not work out, and she died young and just did not work out. And look at Camilla, still from pretty high up, all the way. She went all the way up. So how did she do it? All right. So again, we know that they are all very lucky, good looking people, and any of them is a great catch in the eyes and desirable person in the eyes of anybody. Yet, if you ask Charles, who, when he was married to Diana and was seeing Camilla, if he was going to a party, which lady would you rather take with him as his date? And if he was honest, I know he would say, of course, Camilla. Why? He had more fun with Camilla. He had more joy with Camilla. And yes, it's nice to have title. I mean, it's very nice and financial stability. But if you're miserable every day of your life, although you have all those things, then they don't matter. But it's harder to be happy if you do not have this financial stability because you have so much more to worry about, right? So they just have it easier. They can be happy and have all great things, and it's just easier. So that's why we strive to self improve and try to go further, you know, achieve more, learn more. All right. So, okay. So Camila loves Charles, of course she does, and Charles loves Camilla. And Diana was never his true love. She was hoisted on him, and he was told to marry her, and he did because she was still a very beautiful woman. Why not? It's just, although she was this beautiful, charming person on the screen like a movie star, in private she was a diva, and diva is a hard to deal with. And Charles, it was hard for him because it was not joy. Plus, I think Charles maybe felt a little bit more insecure with Diana in terms of she was attracting so much attention and love just because she was a very beautiful lady, very charming, and he was a little bit cold, maybe a little bit awkward, a little bit uh, not as charming as her, and so she got all the attention and love. And I think maybe he was a little bit jealous. Camila, if you look at her, she's not a shining star. She's very quiet. Like she appears to be quiet, and that is a better match to Charles. So Charles enjoying Camila, and between the two ladies, to him, Camila is this cool, sexy lady. He's really connecting with her, attracted to her, wanting to be with her because every evening with her, maybe date with her, is a joy for him, and he wants more that joy in his life. And so Camila, she sees, she's not coming from high, like high status family. So she's obviously attracted to the situation where she can advance her social status, her position, her finances by uh, forming this relationship with Charles. So Diana is not happy. She's fighting. But how can you win a fight when the guy is not seeing you, like you fighting for love and partnership, but he's not seeing you as this cool, sexy lady. Rather, he sees you as somebody crazy and maybe not even attractive. And maybe at the end he was not even liked her even as much, right? Because after all the fights and bad press, I don't think there was a lot of uh, love, like romantic love between those two, Charles and Diana. So, and then, Diana unfortunately dies and all those things. And then interesting things begin to happen. So, Charles, he, I think, is a little bit of a playboy. So, I'm sure he is seeing other women. But Camila, she's very, very wise and accommodating with him because she she really cares for him and she respects him. And it was interesting. I was actually reading a book about Camila a long time ago, a biography about her. And it was interesting in the book how Camilla's friends, and Camila was saying how she was trying to befriend every girlfriend Charles was having. And just to keep it positive and everybody's happy and everybody's one big family. And it's interesting because Charles would always come back to Camilla, always be comfortable only with her, and at the end, always looking for her company. So I think royal family at the end understood that after so many years, this relationship is not gonna end, and it was just no point of hiding it or covering up constantly for it, and they agreed to this marriage of Charles and Camilla. And honestly, they should have been married back in the day when they were fighting for their love, but it just took them basically their whole life to become actually um, a family in the eyes of everybody. So this is a very sweet story. It's a story about love, really, like real love that actually never dies. And Camila could have married another guy. I'm sure she's in that circle where she can meet all this powerful and men, and yet she, after she divorced from Andrew, um, she was not really interested in anybody else, and she never formed a relationship with anybody else, but she was always with Charles and supporting him, being his friend and everything. So beautiful, really beautiful story. And yeah, and at the end, she became a queen. She always wanted to be that um, important lady, and finally she became that. So beautiful. So yes, guys, it's inspiring. Let us uh, learn, improve ourselves, and so people can be proud to be in our company. And let's give joy to each other so people are happy with us, and maybe not be as crazy and demanding and diva like in our personal lives, because it's hard on anybody to have relationships like that. So let's give joy, give love to each other, and keep keep improving, keep moving forward, and who knows, good things will come. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you soon.